Okay, there we go. There we go. We live with another heavy hitters. He one of my favorites, low key, man. I'm introduced to even though he don't need no introduction.
What's going on?
Go ahead, bro.
My name is Aaron Silverback Metz, making my professional debut March 30th in Hammond, Indiana.
Woo.
Sir,
Okay. What that feel like? What that feel like with the
man,
debut?
it's
That's
amazing.
close to home, man.
It's amazing, man. That was the goal, it's an honor to be like the first professional fighter homegrown out of TLP. It's a pretty new gym.
Come on.
That I take pride in that. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so it feels real good, man.
Tell us the background. Tell us how long you been doing this as far as competing, training.
Um, I started. I walked into the gym the first time when I was 12, and that was at Gary Powell. But I was only there for a couple weeks, and then. But I always loved boxing from then on. But I started really training at 19. That's when I like committed to it. Um, for everyone that don't know now, I'm 28, so that was 9 years ago. Um,
Mm.
I took a break for a year in like 2020. I blew up to like 230 pounds. Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah, man, I was struggling tying my shoes, bro. I'm only 5'8", so that was bad.
Woo.
Yeah,
Boy,
I'm
you just
on
built
my
like a
debut at
balloon, bro, at
150.
that time.
Man, it was not good. It was not good.
What got you into boxing?
Um, I just love the competition of it. I love the flashiness of it. I love. I don't mind getting punched in the face. It don't bother me. So, and I like punching people, man. I've always been an aggressive, personality. So,
Mhm.
just natural to me.
First time I seen you was when you fought. Well, when I seen you fought Wolfpack in the rematch. When I
Okay.
first watched and seen how comic and posed you was, I said, "Oh no, he got some experience." And when I seen body shots, which that is unheard of, because backyards wasn't we throwing body shots. So the way you was throwing them,
Yeah.
and when he fell the first time, I said, "Oh no, yeah, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse from here." Because you was too composed. You was too composed, man.
Yeah.
That day made a statement, bro.
Definitely. And Wolf, man, that boy could punch. That boy could punch hard. Uh,
Yeah.
he's one of the hardest hitters I fought. But more in my background, I forgot to mention, I did some amateur boxing back in like 2016 and 17, close to when I started, and I lost all three of my first fights by decision because I had no defense. I was just a slugger, And if you know amateur boxing, it's rock'em sock'em. So I wasn't
You
landing
know it
more shots. I might have been landing harder shots, but that's not how you win an amateur fight. So
at all.
yeah. So after that, I was like, I don't really like this kind of this way of fighting. So I took a couple years off of competition and just focused on straight defense because that's what I lacked. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's where I am now.
So would you say Wolfpack was your toughest competition in Fightflix?
Yeah, for sure, no
Okay.
doubt.
So
That
he was
fight,
tougher
that
than
first moment, he was giving me a lot of problems.
okay. So you said you went and studied film, and that's why you seem like you had a lot of answers for him for the second time.
Well, I think the second time, like you said, I was just real calm and composed. The first time I fought him, I was going in there like heated. I was ready to go to war. I wasn't calm. So and it showed because I was rushing in and I was making mistakes and he punished me for it. So um,
Mhm.
that's the only fight that I went in there and I was like amped up. I wasn't calm.
Yeah.
But the second one, I was just in my zone.
Okay. So what would you say your strength is in boxing?
I want to say my defense, but
Okay.
it's hard not to say my power. Uh, but I love my defense. My defense is my favorite, so I'm gonna say my defense.
Okay. What city you fight out of?
You said what?
What city? What city did you fight out of?
I'm from Griffith, Indiana.
Griffin. Griffin, Indiana. Okay. Okay. So
Yep.
what you turning pro? So what weight class you turning pro at?
My debut will be at 150. Um, because the guy that I'm fighting is usually a 160 pounder, so we kind of made it a catch weight. Um,
Okay.
but after that, I'm gonna be working my way down to 140, and that's probably where I'll find a home.
What you know about the guy that you fighting coming up?
His name is Timothy Tyler. He has 11 professional MMA fights and 5 professional boxing fights. He's from New Jersey.
Oh, you fighting some experience.
Yeah, he's got a little experience, but I've studied his film. He don't have much boxing film online, but if you look him up, um, he's got a lot of MMA fights, and in one of his fights, he gets dropped with a liver shot. So he's not gonna have a fun day
Okay.
in the ring with me.
Okay. So what the training regimen been like at the TLP? Because I mean, Gladiator gave us a little bit of take, but what's
Uh,
your take about training up there?
I love TLP, man. I mean, it's a great community. The coaches are good. Um,
Yeah.
he's a good coach, and then when we got married, kind of added some. They added a whole nother layer of it, because he's real good at coaching the pressure fighting Mexican style. Get inside,
Hmm.
work the body, and then with Mary, she likes to work on the outside, pick your shots, in
Hmm.
and out. So it's real nice working with them, and it's awesome. But I mean, I watched the Gladiator interview. He describes it all: ab workouts, agility, all that good stuff. Man, they do it all, and they don't joke. So it's a good time.
Indeed. Okay. So what the sparring sessions been like? I mean, what them been like? 'Cause Gladiator gave us his take on it. So what's yours been like? You had
I
one of
love
those wars where you walked out as like a raccoon up in there,
Nah, man, I wear like a fucking a helmet, so I
or
don't
the
want to
big
get no
shield
cut.
joint?
Yeah, I wear the
Okay.
one with the nose guard. Um, he don't wear headgear usually, so he's wild. But I do a lot of sparring with the big boys,
Okay.
so I gotta have my headgear on most of the time.
Okay. Okay.
Sparring's good
Okay.
though. I mean, when I get in there with the big boys, I like to bang it out. When I'm in there with the smaller guys, I like to dance around a bit. But
Okay.
yeah, Sundays we spar hard. If we spar any weekdays, it's more technical.
What has been some of the heavy struggles you've been experiencing being a boxer?
Man, just trying to balance time, just like and energy. Because you've been in a fight game, so I mean, when you're in a fight camp, especially like now that I'm making my debut, you know what I mean? I got these people watching me, Uh, I'm working out 3 times, 4 times a day. I wake up. Boxing's all I think about. So I mean, balancing that and work and being a dad and it that's probably the hardest part. But it ain't nothing I can't handle.
Okay. What as far as the fight flicks and the competition, I mean, you ain't doing it no more. You feel like you're gonna be coming through there just doing some light sparring with a few guys, or have you seen any up and coming prospects kind of making some noise, or what?
Yeah, definitely. I'll always have a spot in my heart for Fightflix because uh, you know I got some good experience. Fightflix is where I came back and I was like, if I can't perform here, I got no business doing anything else with it. So I definitely keep my eye on it, and I keep my eye on the new guys and like gladiators in there. So um, yeah, there's people that hit me up on the Fightflix roster asking for tips and all that, so I help them out. And yeah, I'll come to the events and stuff. I love Fightflix, so it's a good community.
Okay. So name three of your top fight flicks favorites. You got any favorites up here?
My OG favorite is Instinct because when I first found Fightflix, he was the guy, and he was making noise. And I like the way he fights. He's a southpaw, and he likes to sit in the pocket and counterpunch, and I like that. And so Instinct, gotta shout out my man Gladiator, TLP guy. And if Devin keeps fighting, Devin Wiltz, that's my boy. Um, and there's a lot of good fighters on the roster, really.
Okay. So I mean, So you feel like so your ideal weight class you gonna probably just stick to probably 147 since you in the pro leagues now. You can probably do 147 or probably 140 or what?
Yeah, 140 should probably be my home. Um, but I'll do 147 once in a while too if I get some opportunities there. But yeah, probably 140 is my home.
If you could give any advice to any up and coming guys, what would it be? Like three things.
If they want to fight like seriously, get as much sparring in as you can. Get as much conditioning in as you can, because that's if you get tired, you're not gonna be able to fight. You know what I mean? So um, if you can't find a gym, you know, find some friends who like to fight, and don't beat them up too bad in sparring, and get that good work and work on your defense. There's so much, but number one is just if you're gonna commit to it, because you can get hurt. You know what I mean? You can get real hurt in this. It's not a
Okay,
joke.
okay, okay. That's what's up. So you with TLP, you got the fight coming up. Did you do anything like in your earlier years? I know you said you did boxing some years ago. That was it. You never did no kickboxing, no MMA, no anything else.
No, I did 9 years of wrestling from when I was 7 to 17, with a year off in the middle. But other than that, I mean, I played football. No other like fighting sports. Just wrestling and boxing.
Mm. How's it important having a good mentality in this fight game?
Mentality is everything, man. You know this. Mentality is everything. If you can
Hmm.
be in the best. You can look like a bodybuilder. You can hit as hard as a brick. You could be as tough as nails, and then you get in that ring and that crowd. If that crowd gets to you, and you hit your guy with the hardest shot you got, and he didn't fall down, and if that gets to you, you know what I mean. You're not gonna have any success. So mentality is what it's all about. If you want to be a fighter, you got to be a dog.
Indeed, indeed. Because I see a lot of fighters who they come in with the pride. They think 'cause they beat people up in the streets or at a
Right.
bar, or their homies told them that they was the hardest hitter in their neighborhood. They just show up with no mouthpiece, no cup,
Yeah.
and then they come in there getting exposed. And it's like,
Yep.
if I'm coming into this fight game, it don't matter what it is. I'm not coming to lose. I'm not coming to just have fun. Like, there's nothing fun to getting my face beat up, and I'm on social media, and it's gonna
Right.
be in forever. So no
Yep.
matter what I accomplish in my life, it's gonna be that. Hey, do you remember that one fight he had him?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't it.
And
That
then
ain't
when they
it,
get beat
man.
up, that's the last time you hear from them too.
Right. I'm real big with that, and a lot of guys, what I noticed, like I said in the previous interviews about, people aren't breathing. Like a lot of ones don't know how to breathe and relax. Like they
Yeah.
come in, first 45 seconds of aggression, and
Holding their
then they
breath.
start they started dropping the hands. Then their
Yeah.
chest get to doing all of
Yep.
this, and then it's one of those they swing it and people cheering for them. I mean, cheering is cool, but if your condition is not there, your confidence could be amazing. You could say you won that
Yeah.
fight, and everybody know you lost.
Yep.
But it's a real challenge, man. You
There's a lot of one-round fighters in there.
yeah, definitely, indeed, indeed. So with you with conditioning, what would you say would be a reasonable amount of conditioning as far as throughout the week? Like, explain your regimen throughout the week.
So I was talking to one of the younger guys on Fightflix. He asked me, the same question. I told him, besides sparring, I said if you can't even jog for 20 minutes, I mean, you're in a bad spot. So you got to be able to at least, like me, I jog 6 miles every 2 or 3 days. So if you can't run 2 miles at least twice a week, you know, you got to pick it up. You got to do more. So yeah, so that sparring, with me, like I got a 4 round fight, so everything I do 8 rounds. I do double. So
Hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to prepare, but running and sparring is number one probably for me.
Okay, okay. So, but that's your regimen. So for certain ones, I know a lot of fighters these days they don't do a lot of running. They don't do a lot of jump rope and all that stuff. They do the flashy stuff, the flashy Mayweather stuff, and
Oh yeah, of
then they go out there and get slept in like 30 seconds. You got any
course.
fighters you looked up to outside the fight game?
Like like big time fighters.
Yeah,
Um, Definitely Triple G. Canelo's super slick. You know, I love his slickness. Um, Sergio Martinez. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Sergio. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Got your
slick.
history in. Okay.
Yes, sir. Slick southpaw. I love his hands down style. Um, Marcos Maidana, my favorite boxer all time. He's a slugger. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's a pressure fighter. So I take a lot of tips from him, a lot of his tricks. Um, yeah, I could keep going on, man. I could keep going on.
Okay. You but far as what is the toughest thing that you have to deal with? I mean, outside of being a fighter, because it takes a lot of our lifestyle and everything. I mean, what do you feel like being one of the biggest like Achilles heels for you as far as outside the ring?
Um, for me, yeah, just balancing work, work and because I do construction, so it's a lot of manual labor. So I
Mm-hmm.
get up and I might do a little bit of a workout if I'm not just getting up and going straight to work. And then I come home, I eat, I say hi to my family if they're here, and I go straight to the gym. Or
Okay.
I drop my son off at my mom's. So it's just like I don't know if you ain't ready to commit your time to training,
Mm.
if you want to have fun all the time, this ain't the life for you. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm used to it, so it don't really affect me too much. I'm used to it. I've been doing it for a year straight now, so
Ooh.
I'm in rhythm.
Okay.
Actually,
So
I
that's
would
what's
say
up. You do it.
my biggest Achilles heel is food. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Okay. So footwork. So you work on the footwork, strength training, calisthenics, isometric, inside, outside. Of course, I do the combos, and you keep the cardio up. You do the running. So you kind of doing everything that you're supposed to be doing.
Everything, man.
What do you feel
Got
like
to.
you could be doing more of in a fight game to prepare
Um,
you a lot better?
Man, I I'd have to make a big old checklist. I probably could be lifting more. That's one
Okay.
thing I've never really done in my life is lift weights consistently. Um, we're just starting a new. My bad. Um, Lifting is something I've never done really. So we just started a new circuit. So we do that. We're trying to do that twice a week. So yeah, lifting is definitely my weak point. But I still hit like a brick, so I'll be all right for right
Oh,
now.
talk about it. Talk about it. You as far as I mean, I know you say you do the fight game and that you plan to be active. Like how active you plan to be? As far as in the boxing, like what you want plan to fight 3 times this year?
Man, I
Four,
hope to fight
two,
5 times, 4 to 5 times.
5 times?
I know I'm starting a little late this year, but I'm hoping to have a fight this month, next month, June, August, and hopefully I can sneak one in like December or November. So I'm trying to be real active because I'm already 28, so trying to get the ball
Yeah.
rolling.
How important is promotion? Because I mean, promotion is everything, especially now in the social media era.
Yeah, promotion's huge because especially if you're the A side, uh, you really only make money selling tickets. You know what I mean? So it's so big that like me, I'm not a huge social media guy. You wouldn't think so going on my social medias because I post all the time. But before I started fighting on Fightflix, I didn't even have Facebook or Instagram or anything. But when I was like, all right, I'm ready to commit myself to this. That's when I made my social media. So Promotion's everything, bro. If you want to make money, promotion's everything.
Okay. Speech class is everything too, cause I've seen people on the top, and I've been some everywhere. Boy, they get from these mics, and they be like, I be like, oh no, this a role model? Nah, we gotta be careful. We gotta pick up a book from time to time. We gotta practice articulation, cause that's real important, man. If
It's like
somebody's sitting here looking, and they're probably trying to look to promote or put some money behind you, you
right.
around here on some Mayweather can't read? Oh no, Mayweather's one of the very few people that really can't read. But with that, what he got in his bank, I mean,
Yep. Hell yeah.
yeah.
It's like Brock Lesnar walking around with Paul Heyman because he can't speak. You
Ooh,
know what I mean? Yeah, some people just need a Paul Heyman to hype them up.
yeah,
Like a lot
yeah,
of boxers, you'll see their dads talking shit for them.
yeah.
So some fighters just fight.
Indeed, indeed. Anything you want to add, or any platforms, any other little things you want to slide in before we sign off?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Aaron Metz Boxing 219. Um, but before I go, what are your goals for the year, man? I know, yeah, you're always doing stuff. If you ain't training people or doing something else,
Well,
you're fighting. What's up?
yeah. Well, with me, my big, I'm an old head, bro. Like, if they got some victims for me inside anywhere, I'll pull up. A fight ain't nothing to me. I plan to get a few title fights this year. I do my little, I do my little therapy, my counseling, my coach. I got a few fighters. They got some fights coming up. But I'm just trying to like set the platform for y'all, man. Cause like, so I've been doing this, man. Like, I got belts on top of belts. Like, that is regular out here to me. So my goal is to, this podcast, networking, advertising, bringing ones together, different states. They got some guys, they want some young boys that want to fight me. I'm gonna get them out of there and keep it moving.
Oh,
But my goal is, man, to set this platform for y'all, man, and try to any way I can help promote or uplift y'all, man. Because like I said, we don't support each other enough, man.
yeah.
Ones talk about it all the time, like, yeah, we need, but ones don't show up when it's time for them to put the legwork in. They got a cramp, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I'm different, but I like to be that example, man. I don't have to know you. We don't have to be from the same area. I just want to see y'all win. Like, it don't matter if it's inside here, outside here. I rock with a lot of military guys too. So when I help guys that help them on the ASVAB test or helping guys mature, man, I'm all for it, bro. So I could
Yeah.
care less, bro. But if somebody, if they fast around Fightflix, I'm going ahead and clean them up. But if it's outside of that, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be no different, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be another body bag, and it's gonna be where are they now? Because I don't get after my fights, I don't get to talking about, man. You see what I did? That's what I'm supposed to do. It's not like something new for me. It's like if you train it and you on your A game, you're supposed to win. I tell people all the time,
Right.
you don't brag to your boss for the check you got. Like, thanks for paying. That's what you earn, right? That's the hours you put in. Same when we're in the fight
True.
game. It ain't nothing to flip over backwards. I'm like, oh, I did what I was supposed to do. So yeah, that
True.
that's it. That's all, bro.
Hey, and you're a real one for giving these backyard fighters a spotlight because, you know, a lot of people hate on the backyard or the underground fighters, but it's like
Yeah,
it's
but
not
they
as easy
can't
as it
stop us
looks.
though, cause I've been somewhere everywhere, and they call me all backyard.
Mhm.
And then when I whoop their top little
Right.
boys, like, now what's your excuse now?
Exactly. One of the things you said in one of your other interviews, it was real as hell, and people don't realize that some of these fighters at these organizations could have hundreds and hundreds of amateur fights. You don't even know. You know what I mean? It
Hmm.
could be anybody. But a lot of people that fight backyard are just, they don't have the access to the gyms or the trainers or,
Hmm.
the fun. And they just got to blow the steam off. It's not as easy as it looks. I know some people look real goofy, but I mean, not everybody can get in front of a crowd and brawl it out. So, shout out to you for giving them a platform.
Already, bro. I'm just trying to be the example I want other people to be, man. If I can help get somebody together, training, coaching, doing this platform, just to get ones out so we can see people outside. You know what I'm saying? Anything to
Yeah,
elevate, bro. That's all I'm here for, man. If y'all win, I win, bro. That's how I look at it, man.
yeah, you're a real one for sure.
Yeah, man. Gotta be, man. Gotta be, man. But I appreciate you signing, jumping in, bro.
Hey, thank you for the interview, man. Now I got to get to the
Yep.
gym.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right.